The gym was echoing with music, the polished floor shining under the lights as students prepared for the annual prom pet rally. It was a day of celebration, full of excitement, glitter, and teenage dreams. But for Alina, a quiet, reserved girl who spent most of her time with books and earbuds in, the day had an edge of nervous hope. Alina had developed a quiet crush on Jaden, the school's popular senior athlete. He was always kind to her in the hallways, often offering a smile or holding the door open when others didn't even see her. Her friends warned her not to get her hopes up, but Alina had been mustering the courage for weeks. That afternoon, right before the gym filled up with cheering students, Alina walked up to Jaden near the water fountain. She was shaking as she held the tiny card in her hand. "Would you like to go to prom with me?" she asked softly. Jaden looked caught off guard. "Oh, Alina," he said, a little awkwardly. "That's sweet, but I'm going with someone else already." It wasn't cruel, wasn't humiliating, just a simple, honest rejection. But standing a few feet behind Jaden were Tasha and Brittany, two girls who thrived on drama and social hierarchy. Tasha, in particular, had been eyeing Jaden for months and didn't like the idea of a nobody even asking him out. As Jaden walked away politely, Tasha smirked and whispered to Brittany, "Did you see that? The mouse thought she could dance with a lion?" Alina walked toward the gym quietly, feeling the sting of rejection, but not broken. She had taken a risk, and even though it didn't end in a fairy tale, she was proud of herself. But what came next would test more than her confidence. Later, in the gym, while students gathered on the bleachers and music blasted through the speakers, Tasha and her group cornered Alina near the sidewall. They were laughing, their voices loud enough to turn heads. "Well, well, look who thinks she's Cinderella," Tasha mocked. Alina tried to ignore them and walk past, but Brittany stepped in front of her. "Where are you going, prom queen?" Then it happened. Tasha grabbed Alina's arm and in one swift, humiliating move yanked the sleeve of her shirt so hard it ripped, tearing down the seam. The music didn't drown out the sound of the fabric or the gasps that followed. Alina froze. Everyone turned. Some laughed, some looked away uncomfortably, and others simply watched. Her face turned red, her breath shallow with shock. The sting of embarrassment hit harder than anything she had ever felt in her life. But then something changed. The shy girl who usually shrunk in corners and avoided eye contact suddenly straightened her spine. She stepped back. Tasha didn't see it coming. With a deep breath and the stance of someone who had been practicing something for a long time, she spun into a roundhouse kick that landed cleanly on Tasha's side. The loud thump echoed, and Tasha staggered back, crashing into the gym wall. Gasps filled the air. The music screeched to a halt. A whistle blew. Silence. Then a roar. Students jumped from their seats, some cheering, others just shocked beyond words. No one had ever seen quiet little Alina like this, fierce, fast, and fearless. Coaches ran over and the principal followed close behind. They separated the girls, demanded explanations, and calmed the crowd. Alina didn't run away. She stood tall, shirt ripped, hands slightly trembling, but her eyes were clear. "She ripped my shirt and humiliated me," she said calmly. "I defended myself." The security cameras told the same story. The aftermath was swift. Tasha was suspended. Brittany received detention for instigating the situation. And Alina? She didn't get in trouble. In fact, her bravery became a symbol of strength across the school. Students she didn't even know came up to her and thanked her for standing up, for not letting bullies win, for showing that courage doesn't always have a loud voice. By the time prom rolled around, Alina didn't need a date to feel proud. She walked into that gym wearing a sleek black dress, head high, confidence glowing from her smile. People made space for her not because they feared her, but because they respected her. And Jaden? He gave her an admiring nod from across the room. Not romantic, just real, genuine respect. That night, no one remembered who won prom king or queen. But they all remembered the moment the quiet girl Roundhouse kicked her bully into the wall and rewrote her story forever.